If you're someone who have watched many videos and read many articles about financial independence, then you might have come across the terms that I am going to talk about in this video. But if you're someone who wants to know what is the very basic thing about financial independence and becoming rich, then this video is just for you. Hello everyone, welcome to LifeMantra, where you get bigger ideas for better life. To be truly financially independent and rich, you don't only need to know what the rich are doing right. You also need to know what the poor and the middle class are doing wrong. I'm going to talk about two terms in this video that are very basic, but trust me, these are the most important two things you need to know on your way to financial success. I'm going to talk about assets and liabilities. First, let us know what they are. In the simplest words, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, and a liability is something that takes out money from your pocket. Simple, right? But most people confuse between the two. Let me give you an example. A man had a good amount of money saved up in his bank account, enough to buy a new house, but he already owns a house. So he thinks about his friends with those cars and latest phones, and this made him jealous. So he decides to buy a car and also sees an ad of a new super hyped model of a phone that none of his friends owned. Now he thinks that if he buy the car and the super hyped phone, he can finally feel better around his friends. And so he bought the car and the phone. Now this is a story that everyone can relate to. We see people showing off all around the social media, and many times we get intimidated by them. The car he bought will cost him fuel and repairs as extra expenses each month. The phone will just do the same things that his previous phone did, but this time it's just flashy. All this will add up to his monthly expenses and suck out money from his pocket. Now, if the man knew the basic thing called the assets and liabilities, he would never do this. He would invest the money into stocks and bonds, mutual funds, or even buy a rental property that would make him extra cash each month without any effort. Also, the price and the values of rental properties are likely to go up with time. But the moment you buy the car or the phone, they drop in price and you can never sell them for the same price. The property, however, can even be sold at a higher price. So the car, the phones, these are all liabilities sucking out extra money from your pocket each month. The stocks, the bonds, the rental properties, etc. are assets, putting money in your pocket. In the first case, the man earned the money, spends it, and works harder to make more money for his increased needs. But in the second case, he invests his hard-earned money in assets that make him more money. In other words, money is working for him to make more money. Robert Kiyosaki in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad said, "The poor only have expenses. The middle class buy liabilities thinking that they are assets, and the rich buy assets." This does not mean that you should not buy a car and other liabilities. Buy it, but only when you have enough assets in your asset column. Long story short, concentrate on collecting more assets first, then go for the liabilities that you want. Since you have known about assets and liabilities, I believe you will not make the mistake of acquiring liabilities first. If this video was of any use to you, drop a like and subscribe for more bigger ideas for better life.